What's up everyone, this is your bro and Spray, and today I'm back with another GTA 5 GT race. Today we are doing Super Series and we are going to be using Banshees. Unfortunately, one of the guys couldn't afford a Banshee, so he's going to be using Entity XF. Our safety car is going to be Grotti X80 Proto, driven by Hoop Hyper. I'm also going to be racing in this race, and I'm the only one recording it, so unfortunately you'll be seeing only one point of view. In the last video which I have done, I had 3 people recording it and you could see 3 point of views, but this time it was only me recording. Alright, so let's get into the race. First on the line is going to be Rewinds Pro, second is Kaylee, third is Graboy7, fourth Blicky Mode, and fifth is going to be Kevin FTW. In total we are doing 6 laps. First lap is warm-up and we are going to be racing for 5 laps. If you have watched my previous GT races, Dark Hunter was racing in them as well, but unfortunately he couldn't make it this time because he's working. So I'm putting it out because he's one of the main guys which is doing this with us. Alright, so we have all the 5 racers at the start, and we are getting ready, and we are going to be following Hoop Hyper in X80 Proto. While we are going to be following him and warming up, I'll be talking to you about how you can apply if you're interested, and where the GT race will go in the future. So starting with the applying, if you have PS4 and you have GTA 5, of course, the link will be in the description. All you have to do is just click on it, fill out your PS4 name, your email address, so we can contact you, and then we'll confirm your place if you can join us. Don't worry, you don't have to pay for it, it's completely free, so you don't have to worry about paying for application form or whatever, because some people think that they have to pay. Don't worry, it's completely free. But in the future, what I'm thinking with my crew is that we will race for the actual money. From the start, we'll start small. People will sign up by paying $1 into my PayPal account, and then winner takes it all. So if you really have 25 people, you can win $24, 25 with your dollar. So $24 into your pocket from one race. And then once people get more confident or will want to increase the stakes, then we can go up into $5 or $10 per person, and then you can win nice big money. But at the start we're going to be starting with $1. We are not going to be racing on the streets. I'm going to be creating new racetracks using the Stunt Race Creator. So we are going to be racing on a proper racetrack. On a proper racetrack is better because the car have better acceleration, better grip, and when it comes to corners, the tires stick on a bit more than on actual streets in GTA 5. So it's gonna be better on that side. And also, if you crash out, over here you can see a bunch of trees, pavement, so if you hit the curb you just spin out. On the racetrack we have barriers, and that will just prevent us from crashing out, or you if you join us. So we will be doing that, and once we start those races, doing them properly, I will also be live streaming it. So if you don't be racing, then you can just watch the live stream. It will be once a week, and you can watch your favorite racer if you will have one, and then they will be battling for some cash. So this is how it's going to be playing out, and pretty much that's all I can say about the future of the GT race. I will try to do different classes. People usually want sports and super, but I'm going to be using also classics, muscles, and just mix it up and make it a bit more interesting, so everyone can go with their favorite class. And yeah, so we are just going to be just warming up right now. We are halfway through this racetrack. I specifically designed it for X80 Proto, so Banshees are gonna be, they might be having a difficulty like on the last track we have done. I have been racing with Kaylee and Dark Hunter. That track was designed for sports car um, especially for jesters. So we had to go half speed to actually manage the corners. This one we can go full speed, but still Banshees can have little problems around, especially this corner, because the back end will just slide out, and if we drift too much we will just spin out completely and crash out. So we can't go full speed completely. X80 Proto is a bit different because he has the spoiler at the back which moves, and you can push the back of the car nice and gently and smoothly throughout those corners, pretty much in full speed without any braking. If you have to slow down, you just have to let go of the acceleration, and then once you're out of the corner you just speed up, and then you can go full speed again. So the Banshees are really hard to control, but they're really interesting and good for race. So that's why we are using them this time, but I think this is going to be the last time using Banshees. We are going to be using X80 Proto, RE7 and RE Supercars, and then we'll be moving back to sports cars and then down to classics and muscles. Alright, so we are approaching our pretty much final corner before the starting line, and we are good to go and race. So safety car will be pulling off into the pit stops, and then the race will be off. So as you can see, Hoop Hyper is slowing down, pulling to the side, and Rewind Pro is staying in the first place, but Graboy is overtaking Kaylee. Kaylee is overtaking Rewind Pro and Graboy. Kaylee is taking the first place, Graboy is in the second, Rewind Pro is in third, Blicky Mode is in fourth, and then Graboy is in the fifth place. Blicky Mode is overtaking everyone, taking first. Rewind Pro is taking second, Graboy is going for the third, everyone's battling over here. Kaylee's taking fourth place. Now Kaylee's pushing in and clips into Rewind Pro and spins him out, and that's gonna be a red flag straight away, and safety car is being called in. Unfortunately, it's right at the beginning. Graboy also spun out somewhere at the start, so he's completely behind, and that's why the red flag is right at the start. The X80 Proto is stock, it's not customized, so the safety car is always going to be behind, unfortunately, and we have to wait for the safety car to actually catch up when there's an accident and he's called in. So yeah, that's the main problem in the race. Graboy likes to take the first place even though we are stopping, but he's getting called back, so he goes behind the safety car. If you haven't watched the my GT races, what happens if we have a big wipeout? Safety car is called in and everyone has to line up, and then we follow the safety car for 2 checkpoints, and then the safety car moves away and then the race is off again, just like now. Alright, so Blicky Mode is trying to go for the first place, hits the lamppost, hits the Graboy, then bounces back, manages to keep it under control, but Graboy is losing control over there. But no one wiped out really seriously, so the race is going on. Graboy is again in the first place. Unfortunately, he's being hit by Kevin. Both bounce off, which leaves Blicky taking the first place. And Rewind Pro is taking second, but Graboy doesn't want to let him through, which puts Rewinds in third, Kevin in second, Blicky in first. Graboy is still trying to push, but Rewind Pro goes for the second place and then tries to push for the first, and then Blicky Mode is pulling back into the second, and Rewind Pro is taking the first place, but Kevin is trying to push for it with Blicky, and then they are both taking first and second place. Rewind Pro is pulling back, Kaylee is trying to push through, Rewind Pro is trying to still look for the place, and we have a wipeout. Alright, let's watch the replay, what actually happened. So, Kevin is blocking off Blicky Mode, not letting him through. Rewind Pro and Kaylee is trying to find a little gap where they can squeeze through as well. But Blicky Mode and Kevin, they are trying to go for that first place. Kevin blocks off Blicky again. Blicky hits the barrier, goes into Rewind Pro, also clips Kaylee. Kaylee drifts, but manages to save it, but Blicky and Rewinds, they both spin out. We have red flag, and X80 Proto safety car is being called in front. So that was a nasty wipeout there. it wasn't anyone's fault. Kevin was playing it smart, blocking off Blicky, but that caused a massive wipeout. That's why Kevin is going to be third, and Rewind Pro is going to be fourth, just to make it nice and fair on the other racers. So we have Kaylee first, Blicky second, Kevin third, Rewind Pro fourth, and Graboy at the back. And now we are off. There is another contact. Blicky spins out Kaylee, and then Rewind hits Kevin but fixes him up, so the race is good to go. This makes Kaylee go back in the last place. Graboy is fighting for the first place with Blicky. Kevin is taking third. Now Kaylee is trying to push for the fourth and third, but unfortunately she has to brake around the corner. Rewind Pro takes the corner really fast, has to drift, that slows him down, and then Rewind Pro hits the barriers again, which puts him in the last place. Kaylee is still pushing for the third and second. Rewind Pro is still last, trying to push and then try to catch them up, but unfortunately that's not working out for him. Graboy is taking first place, Blicky is now taking first place. Kaylee is in the third. Rewind Pro is now trying to go for a gap. It clips Blicky again, but manages to save it. This is just contact, really on contact. Slipstream is turned on this race. We wanted to see how that works and if the overtakes will be more smooth, but unfortunately that is not working out because it's just making everyone crash into each other. So this didn't work out. So for the next race we'll be not using slipstreams. And then we have another wipeout. Kaylee tries to go for the overtake, hits rewinds and then bounces off. And then the yellow flag is called in and everyone needs to slow down. But Graboy is loving his opportunity when everyone has to slow down, but he's just full speed there and takes the first place. But it's not that serious right now, so we let him off and he can take the first place for now. Alright, and we are off again. Everyone is lined up and catched up together, so we are doing good. Graboy and Rewind hit the barricades, and that spins them out a little bit, which gives another racers a chance to catch up and overtake us. Alright, so Rewind Pro hits the lamppost pretty hard, and also Kaylee loses control over her car and spins out as well. I don't know what happened on this road. It's a bit bendy and bumpy, so the bungees are having a little trouble over here because they are pretty low and they are pretty hard to handle on this kind of streets. If this will be a racetrack, it won't be any problem because it will be nice and straight. Probably good at corners. If they will be too sharp, then bungees will have problem, but again, bungees are not that really good on the streets. So we have red flag again, we are stopping, calling in a safety car to the front. We are lining up and then off we go again. Alright, so Kaylee comes in full speed just to let everyone know that she's good to go. Hoop is just checking that everyone is in line. Everyone is good. Everyone is just roaring their engines, good to go, but Hoop is just keeping everyone in line just to make sure that everyone is okay, everyone is ready, and off we go to the side and everyone is speeding up. Alright, let's see how this will go and who will win. Alright, so Blicky is taking the first place. The Grabber loses control and he wipes out together with Kevin. Let's watch the replay. What happened? Grabber loses the control, but then he pushes Kevin into the bridge because he didn't want to let him overtake him. So that is going to be a white flag for Graboy because that was intentional crash, and if he does it 2 times he's gonna be disqualified. So that he's on the first warning for crashing Kevin into the bridge because that was intentional and that wasn't an accident. That was just a really bad crash from Graboy and Kevin. Alright, so safety car was called in again, which puts Blicky in the first place, Rewind Pro in the second, and safety car is off again. Kaylee's in the third, Kevin in the fourth, and Grabo is at the end. So let's see if this will change anything at all. Alright, so there's no overtaking right now, I'm just taking nice and slow. I guess no one wants to be disqualified because that crash was pretty bad. And they were just playing it safe. Alright, so Revance Pro is trying to go for a sneaky overtake there, but he just slows down, doesn't want to risk it. Kaylee is trying to go for the second place, but she's keeping the third. Kevin also trying to go for the overtake, but that puts Kevin at the back. Grabo comes in full speed, takes the first place, puts Blicky in the second, but Blicky is not having it, he's taking the first place again. Kaylee comes in full speed, unfortunately hits the barriers, hits rewinds and spins out. So that was a nasty crash from Kaylee. Let's watch the replay. So she hits the barrier, shits into rewinds. Graboy was blocking rewinds so he couldn't move out of the way, and then Kaylee just bounced off, spun around, and that was it. So safety car is called in again. We are calling safety car in like every 2 minutes. This is just really crazy. I don't know if it's just the supercars that are having this trouble, that everyone is trying to go full speed and loses control really fast, or is it just bunches. So we will see in the next GT race if the other cars, for example X80 Proto or RE7, will have the same problem. Alright, so we are following the safety car again, which puts Blicky Mode in first place. Lucky there, he likes to do it in the first. So let's see if he can actually keep it up and actually win the race. Alright, so we are approaching our second checkpoint where the safety car will pull off to the side, and we are off again. Blicky Mode is going for that first place, but Graboy is not having it. He's going for the second. He has to slow down because of the sign there. He's trying to go for the first, but we have a sharp corner coming up. He has to slow down. Revance Pro is slowing down just to play like sure, but Graboy hits the barrier, and then Revance hits him, and then everyone just spins out at the back. So we are having a red flag again, calling next safety car. That was just unfortunate there because Graboy was trying to go full speed and overtake on a sharp corner, and that wasn't a smart move from him. Then he realized that he couldn't make it, had to slow down. It was too late, hit the barrier, spun out, and then Kaylee didn't want to hit rewind, so she just went down the hill. And yeah, so we are off with the safety car again. Everyone's just lined up, so we are good to go. No one is hurt in any means, so yeah. Let's go again. Blicky Mode is in the first, second is rewinds. Now let's see if anyone else can try to go for that second or first place. So we are on this dangerous road again. Bunches can spin out of control any second. Also bumps over here, also corners, also curbs. Revance Pro is taking it really dangerously there around the curb. He could easily spin out there. It's taken for the first place, but Kevin and Blicky are pushing it, which makes Kevin go in the first place, but Grabo is pushing through the middle and takes the first place. Blicky is second, going for the first. Can he make it? No, Grabo is blocking him, but Grabo lost control of the car, so Blicky takes the first place again, puts the rewinds in the second. Kevin in the third, Kaylee in the fourth, and Grabo in the fifth place. So let's see if anything can change with the next corners. So Blicky is just not blocking off rewinds. The rewinds doesn't have anywhere to go. He has to slow down because the sharp corners are coming up. Rewinds is just trying to play it safe with Kevin. Kevin is right behind rewinds. That is really close there. Any contact there, both of them can spin out. So Kevin is trying to push for the second place. Rewinds is blocking him off kind of, but lets him go because it's way too dangerous. So Blicky is in the first, Kevin in the second, Rewinds in the third, and Kaylee with Graboy are at the back. Struggling to catch up with the three races at the front. So Blicky is still keeping the first place. Kevin is trying to go for a sneaky first, but my bad. Blicky is blocking him, and Rewinds takes the chance and overtakes both of them. Alright, so Kaylee just comes out of nowhere, overtakes all three racers, which puts Rewinds Pro again in the second, Blicky in the third, and we're going for the pit stops. Alright, so Kaylee takes the first place, Yes, I mean Spot, Rewinds second. That was Kevin in the third. Okay, that's Kevin then. And then Grabo is coming in last, coming in really slowly. Alright, so everyone is fixed up and we are good to go. Kaylee's gonna be taking off first. Oops, what do we have here? Safety car is coming through the pit stops. Okay, that's something new. That we didn't expect that one coming. Alright. So Kaylee takes it first, Rewind's second, and Grab is gonna be third. And we're just waiting for everyone to line up because everyone just got mixed up what's going on because safety car just came in and everyone just had to stop. Yeah, what is supposed to be going on is safety car is supposed to be staying at the back or come from the side on a main track and overtake the races which are in the pit stop. But this time safety car came through the pit stop. I don't know if he was trying to fix his car, but he was called in to go back to the track and resume the race. Alright, so Grabo is in the first, Kaylee second. Grabo is having a little bit internet connection problem there, lagging a little bit to the sides. Rewinds takes the first place, blocks off Grabo. Grabo is trying to go for the first, pushing it, and then he hits Rewinds. That bounces up in a Blicky and spins out Blicky and himself. Kevin, yeah, was the replay, so he just clips his back wing or spoiler, and then that just spins both of them out, unfortunately, and everyone has to slow down. Alright, so we didn't have to have a red flag, it was on the yellow flag because the wipeout wasn't that serious. So Rewinds Bros slows down completely, let goes, Kevin and Blicky go first. Rewinds takes the corner way too fast, hits the wall, bounces off into Kevin, hits Kevin, and Kaylee just hits Rewinds, and that is going to be a red flag because that was a really bad wipeout from Rewinds. It wasn't intentional, it was just unlucky because he went full speed into the wall and it just bounced him off. So no warning for him, but he's gonna be waiting, so everyone will overtake him right now on a lineup and he will be starting last. So it's more fair for everyone because he caused the wipeout. So yeah, which this puts Blicky Mode in first place again, Kevin in the second, Kaylee in the third, Grabo in the fourth, and Rewinds in the last. So let's see if anything can change throughout this lap. Alright, so we have X80 Pro to the side, and then Rewinds is trying to go for that fourth place, but Grabo is not letting him go through. Grabo blocks of Rewinds Pro again, but he takes the chance and overtakes him. Kaylee is pushing for the first, but Kevin is saving it. But now he lost it because he had to slow down on a corner, so Kaylee is in the first. Grabo is blocking off Kevin. Grabo is trying to go for the sneaky first place, but Kaylee blocks him, and Rewinds Pro just spins out and loses control. No flags are shown because it's okay. He didn't slow down too much, so he can catch up. Everyone is continuing the race. Kevin is in the first, but unfortunately he loses control of his car and he goes down the hill, so the red flag is shown and everyone has to stop for the safety car to come in. That corner is really dangerous and tight for all the vehicles, not only Banshees, so anyone can wipe out there going full speed. So he was trying to go for the full speed, overtake the other racers, but then he lost control of the car and spun out. The main problem with his car is that he has off-road wheels and he doesn't have any traction on the road. If he would go for dirt, he'll be fine, but unfortunately those off-road tires don't have that good traction on the road, so that's why he's losing the control of his car that easily around those corners. So for the next time he'll need to change it to sports wheels to make his traction a bit better. Alright, so Blicky Mode is in first, Kaylee is in the second. Rewinds is in the third. We have something going on in the background and we are being called in. Again, red flag. Because Graboid and Kevin spun out at the back again. There's too much going on. So it's hard to keep track of everyone what they're doing. Alright, so we are pushing for the last lap now. And everyone's just going to be full speeding it. No one cares about anything. So if you'll have more crashes in here, it's gonna be because this is the last lap. Everyone's just going full speed and trying to go for that first place. So Blicky Mode is having that advantage that he was at the front. Kevin and Kaylee are overtaking Rewinds. Kevin is in the second, catching up with Blicky, but Rewinds Bros takes that sneaky corner from the inside and overtakes all of them, taking the first place. Blicky is not having it, he's pushing back, taking the first place. Kevin is in the third. Rewinds is now going in the first, putting Blicky in the second. Graboid is trying to push for the middle, but Rewinds Bro blocks him. Kevin is going for the first. He's going to win now because the tight corner is coming up. Rewinds Bro slows down way too much, which puts him in the third place. Graboid in the second, and Kevin in the first. But we have another red flag because Kaylee wiped out, so we have to wait for the safety car. That was a bit unfortunate for her. That was way too close. And I was just pushing for that first place, and when there's too much contact, one of the cars will spin out for the 100%. So there was nothing that she could do. It was her, Graboid, or Blicky. So yeah, that was really high danger over there. Alright, so we have safety car at the front, leading all the races, pulling to the side now, and races off. So this is the final lap, just to remind you guys. Alright, so Kevin is taking the first, Graboid second, Rewind's third. Everyone's just taking those corners nicely now. Going full speed, Rewind's just wrecks over there, just around the lamppost. Blicky goes full speed on his dangerous road. That could have ended up badly for him because of those little bumps. But he manages to keep the car under control and save it. Alright, we have another wipeout. Whoa, that was a big wipeout for Kaylee. She had the air. Let's push the replay. Kaylee hits the something, I have no clue what. That puts her in the air. Graboid pushes Kevin into the hill, which puts him on a second warning because that was an intentional crash, and that gives him black flag, which means he's disqualified, and doesn't matter which place he will come in, he'll be the last racer. That was really intentional again. So unfortunately that's it for him. If it will be more laps, he will be called in a pit stop, but because this is the last lap, he's gonna be in between racers, but he's gonna be having the last place now. Let's see who can win. Blicky Mode, Rewinds, Kevin, or Kaylee. So we have 4 racers now battling for the first place. Unfortunately, Graboid is out because he crashed out intentionally twice now. Alright, so safety cars is to decide. Blicky Mode is taking that first, blocking on Rewinds, but Rewinds is not having it, pushes it, and then taking the first place. Has to break around the corner, but manages to keep in the first place. Kaylee wipes out. Graboid is really not having it. He's not really happy that he got disqualified, so I think he's hitting Kaylee now. So there's nothing else we can do because he's disqualified already. Alright, so Blicky is having a bit of trouble there, drifting around that corner a bit too much, but still keeps in the second place, which is pretty good from him. Kevin had to brake because he didn't want to wipe him out. Everyone just too scared from being disqualified, and it's the final lap, so everyone just pushing it to the maximum and playing it safe. So Rewinds Pro is keeping the first place nice and safe. Blicky Mode is going for the cheeky second. Let's see if he can overtake him. Kevin is pushing it now. He's going for the second. Is he going to make it, or is he going to stay in the third? Alright, so Kevin overtakes Blicky. Kaylee comes in full speed, but unfortunately he's back of the Rewinds Pro's car, bounces off, and then Graboid and Kaylee loses control over the car. They both spin out. Rewinds Pro is still in second. Rewinds Pro is in first. Kevin's second. Blicky Mode is in third. Kaylee is fourth, and Graboid is last on the 5th place. Alright, that was one crazy race. I hope that you have enjoyed it, guys, and if you did, just hit the like button, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.